So we are back. I did took a break yesterday because I was just fucking tired. It's as simple as that. Anyways, today I'm supposed to go through chapter 2. I do remember that I have to uh, do some practice or what do you call it, practicals or create some short programs that were mentioned in uh, the summary of chapter 3, like convert temperature from between Fahrenheit and Celsius, generate nth Fibonacci number, whatever it is, print the lyrics of the Christmas Carol, the 12 days of Christmas, taking advantage of the repetition in song, and I'll add some others, but that is for like later on. Before uh, attempting to do that, I wanted to go through the previous chapter, chapter number 2, which I skipped, which is programming a guessing game. So this one would require changing a bit of a stuff, but changing a bit of stuff, I mean, instead of like sharing entire screen with you, I try to share what I think I need to share, but at the same time, I might have to like shift between uh, the documentation and the text editor a lot. Hmm. So I don't know how I'll achieve that, but uh, maybe I should just share the entire screen. That's fine too, I guess. I could like share entire screen just like before. Mm, what should I do? Let's just share the entire screen, man. Yeah. Share the screen. All right. Okay. Okay. Entire screen. I am gonna share the entire screen, though you can't hear the audio, whatever goes through. That is, I think, a good thing. Also, let me play some background music. Uh, that's it. I don't know if it's good. I mean, it's good, but I don't know if it sounds good. For some reason, I'm getting the vibes to keep this one. This is what I myself added. This is the one I added in the library, while the rest of them are already available in there. So I guess that's one thing we can see. The library isn't like pre-built library isn't that bad, but it says I don't really know. Alright, I'm keeping this one. So we are on the chapter 2. Yep, the screen showing. Let's jump into the rest. By working through a hand-on project together, this chapter introduces you to a few common REST concepts by showing you how to use them in a real program. You'll learn about a few common REST concepts by showing you how to use them in a real program. You learn let, match methods. Oh, there's match method. Interesting. Does it like do the matching stuff? I guess like the equal to stuff, or is it just like other languages using like equals to associated functions? Interesting. External crates. We did learn that they called packages crates. I think, if I'm not wrong. Let me ask ChatGPT. In Rust, packages or dependencies are called crates, not rates. Or is it something else? A crate is a package of Rust cores. There are two types of crates: binary crates, library crates. Binary crates, the executable program. Now they contain a main function and can be run directly. Example include command line tool or application. All right, like Dust. If you don't know, I have something. Let me show you. Uh, Dust is like, how do I say it? Dust is like uh, a better version of DU, if you have to say it like that. It's a bit better. Like, wait a minute, let me show you the home directory. Nope. Let's show you what should I show you? Let's do Dust in downloads, I guess, slash home slash downloads. I'm a fucking idiot, I guess, and how do I access downloads actually? Wait a sec, I forgot. Sorry. Yep. Bam. Where's the this sign? Fucking hell, I'm just running the Dust entirely on Slack. Sorry. Let me run Dust on the entire system, I guess. But it's still reading. Let me just like copy the folder for downloads, because if so I do have to mention Khan. Control C. Sumimasen. I thought I could just write download. I forgot that I have to mention the user too. So you can like see out here what I have in downloads. I do have Schlatt's basement music. I could use that. It's music. I have some packs. Git. What? All right. Portfolio demo. Asset YTFZF. That's taking 4% of the total space in that all downloads. Total downloads is 196. And now it's divided in between all of them, including like it shows your tree like structure, which is better to look at than, let's say, DU. it's way better than looking at this where you'll be like, huh, what the fuck is going on? Well, it's not that bad, but you would want to look at it. I just want like the summary of it or overview of it, not like every single file that it has like this. This looks much better. Like, I just want an overview, man. By the way, this is written in Rust if you don't know. Anyways, in other credits on closing a dependency in other, they don't have a main function, cannot be executed on. Crates are managed by the Rust package manager cargo, which helps with downloading, building, and managing dependencies. Each crate has a cargo.toml file where you define dependencies, package information, and other configuration. Wait a minute, let me play on the Schlatt's basement. I probably will. No, it's copyright free, but I do have to like mention licenses of it, I guess, to use it. Where do I have the here? It's uploading. I think I will have to like mention its license and stuff. I do have to like give them the credit, though the problem is how the fuck do I do that? Wait a minute, I can do this youtube.com/. Schlatt's basement. I know it's a weird thing to say, but this fucking thing. You're free to use, remix, transform, build upon this material for any purpose internationally. I do have to like give credits. I mean, wait a minute, should I just copy paste this license or what? The problem is they didn't actually mention the license. I should what what attribute should I copy paste? So I think I'll just copy paste the entire thing they have going on there. Um, I'm just gonna copy paste this because I don't really know. Why is it just leading to like Creative Commons instead of like showing the license, man? Am I dumb or what? It's just leading me to Creative Commons site and not even showing me the fucking license. Anyways, I'm just gonna copy paste it. Edit. How about I just copy this, paste this, uh, Schlatt's basement. Let me like copy the name of this Fucking music. Music used. How do you call it? Flat basement. I think it's this one. 3.0 unported. Ah, Creative Commons Attribution 3.0 unported. Creative Commons Attribution 3.0 unported. CC by 3.0. Now, which one is it? Is it this one? This is a date. Uh, I'm not gonna even mention it. I mean, I'm gonna mention it. Link. Name. Let's just call it an license. How do you spell license? Fucking hell, I forgot. License. Let's just remove this. And as per song link. Fucking hell, I messed something up, didn't I? Don't worry, I wasn't being dumb one. I misspelled the license, I know that shit. I misspelled the license. How do you spell the license, man? Oh, never mind. I just misspelled the license, maybe. Let's just type the link conducted by. I think this is enough. Save the changes. Now I should be fine. I don't know if how to give credit on Twitch, so at least on YouTube I'm good. Let me check. Wait a minute, there's another Kani here and didn't know that. Anyways, brother, not the game. I'm not playing a dumb game, man. Brother, I'm not playing Rust the game. I'm not playing the Rust game, man. It's not gaming. What should I fucking do, man? It's not gaming. I mean, technically, I'm creating a game. Anyways. Anyways, where was I had to open ls and cd learn rust. Associated function, external relation. In the following chapters, we'll explore these ideas in more detail. In this chapter, you'll just practice the fundamentals. All right, the fundamentals. We'll implement a classic beginner programming problem, a guessing game. Here's how it's work. The program will generate a random integer between 1 to 100. Sorry. It will then prompt the player to enter a guess. After a guess is entered, the program will indicate whether the guess is too low or too high. If the guess is correct, the game will print congratulatory message to end exit. Now I have created it in C and even in Python, even in C sharp, even in JavaScript if I'm not wrong. Anyways, we have to start a new project and do some tinkering in cargo file. Maybe not. Cargo new guessing game. Alright, guessing game. Pew, 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 pew. What is this, man? I didn't. Now we can open Z here. Huh? Oh, I did sign up. If you can see, I did sign up in Z, but the fuck is this, man? I don't really. Huh? No alarm selected. Wait a minute. Is it a chat model or some shit? Ah. I'll look into it later on, but it looks like hello. Control enter to send. Brother, it isn't sending. Uh, Brother, it isn't sending. How do I send it? Anyways, oh, I may have to like select the model. Well, let's go with this one. Now press Control Enter. I mean, what does it reply with? Hello. Oh, so it works directly in there. Feel free to ask question and special with. Do you like coffee or tea? Maybe. Mine. This is shit. It doesn't even like coffee or tea. So you drink apple juice mixed with coffee. What an abomination, man. Alright, so there's like a token limit, I guess. On so there's like a token limit per chat. Oh, so there. Anyways, where were we? Alright, guessing game. Edition 2021. Nah, man, we are in 2024. 2024. You have to understand that this is old. I mean, we are in 2021. Do we have any dependencies? The question is nope, no dependencies. Alright, we just created it. Obviously, we won't have an dependency. So here we already know like it prints hello world. We have like looked at it printing stuff multiple times, man. We can do like fail to lock workspace rest analyzer. Why? Wait a minute, let me reopen that and test if this shit happens again. Why is it failing to even like fucking start, man? I don't know. I don't know why the fuck is it failing. Let's paste it. I don't even have like a proper workspace setup, so how the fuck is it failing? I'm hoping that Rust Analyzer works, because if not, then it's not gonna find out this error. Fucking hell, okay. Now. Yep, Rust Analyzer isn't even fucking working. Why isn't Rust Analyzer working, man? The shit. Anyways, I will be working without it. And cargo run. Alright, so feature ke edition 2020. The package requires a cargo feature. Okay, so I have to like, sorry. I have to go back to 2021. Brother, what the fuck is this? Analyzer still isn't working. Fuck. Analyzer should work now, cause if it doesn't, I will. Yep, analyzer is now like in full force working. I don't know why it requires 2021. We can ask GPT. I know I ask question a lot to GPT. Why does changing edition from 2021 doesn't like the analyzer fails to load and it doesn't even build. And that edition is still dynamic. Wait a minute, let me test it with 2022. Alright, the valid values are 2015, 2018, and 2021 and 2024. 2021 it is. I will have to restart it, I guess, for the sake of it working. Alright, so the supported editions are 2021, 2015, 2016. Interesting. If we can like print using print ln without it, alright, so we need for to stdio for read line and to print the error if we miss the reading the line. The the first part of the guessing game program will ask the user input, obviously, the that input and check the input in the expected form. To start, will allow the player to input a guess into the code. So so instead of like directly looking at the what the code is doing, we'll try to do uh, select sorry select a number, and we do need like how to include in here include. Okay, so you can add cargo or and crates like this. So you use so we must use command. So what does this should do is I will have to ask GPT what include does. Include is in C is used to include libraries. C and C sharp to include like libraries like stdio.h, math.h in your code. What does this do in Rust? Because include in C and C++ is used to add libraries or importing them in a better wording, and in Rust we use the keyword use for it. But what does include does in Rust? Include is a macro that reads the okay. Oh ho ho ho. It is somewhat different, but it's pretty similar. So it is somewhat similar to include, as we can add custom libraries in C through that too, and looks like we are doing the same thing here in Rust. Hmm. Insert the corner of the directory into a source code behave like a literal copy paste operations. Okay. Handled by the preprocessor before the actual compiler begins. The processor replaces include directory with it. Okay. Okay, man. Number shouldn't be mutable, man. Brother, std dot io. I'll have to look at it. std in. All right. std in. No, I'm not doing it in the. I don't wanna do it in the same line. Read line. Is it mutable? Yep, mutable guess. Ampersand mute guess. Mm. Expect. Sorry. Would it be expect field to read line? Alright, then all we have to do is print a line you guessed guess. 69. We are done with the first part. Alright, alright. I will push it to Git though. This code contains a lot of information, so let's go line by line. To obtain user input and then print the result as output, we need to bring the IO input output library into scope. This IO library comes from the standard library known as std. By default, it says items defined in standard library that it may bring into scope every program. This set is called prelude, and you can see everything in the standard library documentation. Okay, there's standard library documentation too. Damn, there's a lot of stuff in there. Holy shit, there's lots of stuff. Not that other doesn't have it, but I haven't really looked into how big this list can be. If a type you want to use isn't prelude, you have to bring the type into scope explicitly with a use statement. And we are using stdio to do that. As you saw in chapter 1, the main function has an entry point. Alright, we already know this macro that they won't really tell us about right now. It will come in later chapters. Alright, we already know that by default they are immutable and they become mute. We have to make them mutable if you want to change the values. It just creates a new string to an empty instance of string view. I skimmed through it, but let's just go through it like a normal person. Returning to the guessing game, you know that let me introduce a mutable variable named guess. The equal sign tells us We want to bind something to the variable. Now on the right of the equal sign is the guess is bound to. It's a result of calling string new, a function that returns a new instance of string. String is a type. String is a string type provided by the standard library that is growable. UTF-8 encoded bit of text. All right. The double column syntax in the double column new line indicate that new is an associative function of string type. An associative function is a function that's implemented on a type, in this case string. So new is like we are giving it the name new, but we could give it anything, or is it predefined? I'm guessing it's predefined because it's an associated function on a type, in this case string. The new function creates a new empty string. Yep, it's predefined. You'll find a new function on many types because it's common name for function that makes a new value of some kind. In full, the let mute guess is equal to string double column new. Line has created a mutable variable that is currently bound to a new empty instance string. We will have to, by the way, I think use a random. We will somehow have to make it use the random library. If you don't know it, I think it does have a rand library, something called rand. We can test it. Use rand for the arrays. It's autocomplete is showing us rand. From rand we can get range. If I have to should I make the random number? We can actually do this. Function random number secret number equal to through rand. I don't really know what thread range is. Maybe it's the range. I'll have to look what it does in there. There's a lot to read. Alright, we already know this, but recall that we included the input output functionality from standard library with use stdio on the first line of the program. Now we'll call stdin. Stdin is standard input, I guess, from the IO module, which will allow us to handle user input. Elaborate the with use library at the beginning of the program. We could still use the function by writing this. Okay, so here we are directly calling the function from this module without importing it. All right, that's we could do this, by the way. The stdin function returns instance of stdio stdin, which is a type that represents a handle to a standard input for your terminal. Alright, the next line, read line, mute guess calls read line method, which obviously read the line method on the standard input handle to get input from the user. We also passing mutable guess as the argument to read line to tell it that the string to store the user input in. The full job of read line is to take whatever the user types into standard input and append that input into string without overwriting its context or content. So what it is doing is, without overwriting, it's adding it into the guess. Is that what it's doing? Whatever the user type into standard input and append it into the string without overwriting its contents. So we therefore pass the string as an argument. The string argument needs to be mutable so the method can change the string's content. The ampersand indicates that this argument is a reference, which gives you a way to let multiple parts of your code access one piece of data without needing to copy the data into memory multiple times. Alright, this is how C and C sharp, C and C++ works by using ampersand to reference stuff. Uh, uh, I don't think that Python had it. I haven't used like Python in like months now. From forgetting stuff. You don't need to know about a detailed definition program. Variable references are immutable by default. Hence, wait a minute, I skipped something. References are complex feature, and one of its major advantages is how safe and easiest it is to use references. You don't need to know a lot of those details to finish this program. For now, all you need to know is that, like variables, references are immutable by default. Hence, you need to write mute guess rather than mute ampersand guess only to make it mutable. Chapter 4 will explain references more thoroughly. Alright, this part I guess. Handle potential failure with the result. We are still working on this line of code. We are not discussing a third line of context, but note that it's still part of a single logical line code. Okay. So as the autocomplete from GitHub, I guess, or something else was showing us, we can just write it on a single line. But it's better to make it readable like this, or it would have like gone like something like shoo, which would be harder to read as the code gets bigger. Yep, that is what I said. However, one long line is difficult to read, so it's best to divide it. It's often wise to introduce a new line and other white space to help break up long lines when you call a method within the dot method name syntax. Now let's discuss what this line does. We know what it does. As mentioned in the line, puts whatever the user enters string we pass to it, but it also returns a result value. Result is an enumeration. I forgot what was enumeration, to be honest. Define a type by enumerating its possible. To be honest, I fucking forgot what enumeration meant. Enumeration meaning. I forgot, man. Back to making separate mention or recounting. Detail account. Okay, recapitulation, the preparation, the head of an argument. So result value is enumeration, meaning that it needs to be separately given or defined or whatever, which is a type that can be in multiple possible. So we call each possible state a variant. Chapter 6 will cover enums in more detail. The purpose of this result type is to encode error handling information. I still have like about 70% of it remaining, brother. Values of the result type. No, sorry. I think I have to go read from here. Results variants are okay and error. Alright. The OK when indicates the operation was successful, and inside OK the successfully generated value. The error variance means the operation failed, and the error contains information about how or why the operation fucking failed. Values of the result type, like values of any type, have methods defined on them. An instance of result has an expect method that you can call. If this instance of result is an error value, expect will cause the program to crash and display the message that you passed as an argument to expect. You mean the program will panic, or because panic is basically just the program not knowing what to do and crashing. So it is panicking in a way. Where was I? I forgot. If the readline method returns an error, it will likely result in error coming from underlying operating system. How? Okay, so like a program sent a readline process to the OS, and for whatever reason, OS didn't allow it. Either it was too busy doing something or it got lost. Then, whatever the fucking reason, it would show the readline error coming from yep, here I was. If this instance of result is okay, well, you expect will take the return value that okay is holding and then return just value, so you can use it. In that case, the value is the number of bytes in the user's input. Rust warns that you haven't used the result value returned from readline, indicating that the program hasn't handled a possible error. Okay, now this part is interesting. This part. Let me see. So result must be used. Result from the readline must be used. Okay, result may be an error variant which should be handled. Okay, so either you use it or either you handle it in case it's an error. So that's good that it does that, because say doesn't, it's like fuck you, something like that. The right way to suppress the warning is to actually write error handling code. Yep, that is why I love using if else conditions. I have been using if else conditions for error handling for quite a while now. I don't really use try and accept, sorry, try and accept, expect, whatever it was, methods. I did use them quite in Python for a while, but I still prefer using the gold if else statements. I have used them in C sharp too, I think. Yep, I do remember using them in C sharp too, the try and accept thing. But I still prefer using if else over try and accept if I can. Try and accept whatever it was, man. Recovering from errors in chapter 9. Oh man, I love this shit. I love recovering from errors. So many of the people just doesn't care about this part. Like, what if an error occurs? Your program will fucking crash, man. You have to plan for it too. Until I implement each and every error handling, I am hesitant to like share my program with someone. Printing values with println macro placeholder. Aside from closing curly brackets, there's only one more line to discuss. Alright, we already know it is a macro. Grab pincers to hold the value in place. I have already tested this part. Generating a secret number. Next, we generate a secret number that we use. Number should be different every time, so the game is fun to play more. Rest, हाँ
लेक्चर दे रहे
रस्ट की डॉक्यूमेंटेशन पढ़ने
नहीं, वो बेसिक समझी होगी फिर पता चलेगा।
क्या चीज
बेसिक समझी होगी फिर पता चलेगा। ये रैंड का मतलब तो रैंडम होता है ना।
तो बेसिक की है ये गेटिंग स्टार्टेड से चैप्टर 1 पढ़ा है अभी चैप्टर 3 पढ़ा है अभी चैप्टर 2 पढ़ा The secret number should be different every time, so the game is fun to play more than once. We'll use random number between 1 and 100, so the game isn't too difficult. Rust doesn't yet include random number functionality in standard library. However, the Rust does provide rand crate with set functionality. Alright, so there isn't. What the fuck you mean? What the fuck you mean? Yeah, man. Rust doesn't yet include random number functionality in its standard library. So you mean I was wrong with this shit? Alright, so there's a random. They do provide a crate. Using a crate to get more functionality. Remember that a crate is a collection of Rust code files, basically dependencies. The project we've been building up is a binary crate, which is an executable. The rand crate is a library crate, which contains code that is intended to be used in other program and can't be executed on its own. Cargo's coordination of external crate is where cargo really shines. Basically, cargo is good at handling dependencies, I guess. Before we can write code that uses rand, we need to modify the cargo TML file to include the rand crate as dependency. Open file and add the following line at bottom beneath the dependency section. Be sure to specify rand exactly as we have there with this version number or the code example this manner. Alright, so they are saying that rand may have been updated since this was written, the documentation was written, so it's better to use the same variant as them. So it's just like Gradle. Like Gradle works like that too if you don't know. Even like I think React works in a similar way. Semantic versioning, sometimes called SEMVer, which is standard for writing version number 085, is actually shorthand for upper end 085, which means any version is at least 0.8.5 but below 9. So we are specifically saying, hey, I need this version, but we could like just do this and be like, hey, any version that is below this is at least this. Interesting. Cargo considers this version to have public APIs. Cargo consider these versions to have public APIs compatible with version 08.5, and this specification ensures you'll get the latest patch release that will compile the code in the chapter. Any version 09 or higher is not guaranteed to have the same API as what the following examples are. Now, without changing any of the code, let's build the project as shown in listing 2.2. लेकिन कार्गो से ये नाम रहेगा.
Do you know about lollipop?
किसका?
Lollipop.
हाँ?
Lollipop. वो lollipop को काका बोलते हैं lollipop.
ओके, सो कंपाइल कर रहे इस चीज़ में. ऑलरेडी डाउनलोडेड थी. 6.
रस्ट का वो अपना कंपाइलर कौन सा?
रस्ट का
अपना?
कंपाइलर अपने रस्ट सी.
रस्ट सी.
ये
ये लैपटॉप पे ज़्यादा वो डालती है तो
नहीं.
लोड डालती है जब कंपाइल हो जैसे वो.
आई डोंट थिंक इतना होगा. एक मिनट अभी चेक कर लेते हैं ना. ये तो ऑलरेडी कंपाइल मैंने कर दी है, तो चेंज कुछ हुआ नहीं, तो कंपाइलेशन में इतना देगा नहीं, पर इतना लेता नहीं है. ये वाला जो प्रोग्राम है डस्ट, लिनक्स में इनबिल्ट आता है DU.
अच्छा.
फॉर एग्जांपल ये आता है. ये अगर मैं
DU से क्या डस्ट
नहीं, DU ये करता है आपको किसी भी पाथ की बता देते हैं, डिटेल्स बता देते हैं उसमें क्या क्या पड़ा हुआ है, इसलिए होता है. लेकिन रस्ट में एक रिटर्न है डस्ट, वो मैंने कार्गो का किया. कार्गो इंस्टॉल डस्ट. कार्गो उसका पैकेज मैनेजर है उसका. फॉर एग्जांपल ये है, तो वो इस तरीके से दिखा रहा है डस्ट.
क्या उसको बोलते हैं वो दिखा रहा है
हाँ.
हायरार्की.
हाँ, क्या कितनी स्पेस ले रहा है वगैरह वगैरह. और
और
ये जो है
hierarchy
ना, जब कार्गो से आप इंस्टॉल करेंगे तो वो करेगा. एक मिनट में खोल के दिखाता हूँ इसका. तो मतलब ये डिपेंडेंसीज उसके इंस्टॉल करेगा, उसके बाद कंपाइल करके खुद ही बिल्ड करेगा कार्गो. ये
at alpha. This is the device for Wi-Fi.
क्या वाईफाई नहीं चल रहा है?
उठा तो रहा है पचास मामू कह रहे उठा नहीं रहा उठा.
वो माउस नहीं चलता उसका.
नहीं माउस तो अभी काम करेगा भी नहीं. वो तो माउस वाला आएगा तो तब का. ये बड़ी काम की चीज. आपके वाईफाई के ड्राइवर उड़ गया ना साथ ही.
मेरा पास पड़ा था, पता नहीं गया कहाँ. 2 इसकी सीढ़ियाँ पड़ी थी, 2 लिए थे.
नहीं सीडी की तो जरूरत ही नहीं है. वो
नहीं, वो
बंदा इसके
ड्राइवर्स के
drivers
लिए.
वहाँ से इंटरनेट से उठा के या सीडी से वो
नहीं, वो सीढ़ी छोटी
निकाल
वाली
के.
इसकी होती थी ना.
हाँ. या फिर सीडी से निकाल के बंदा एक दफ़ा कॉपी करके रखता है.
हाँ.
दो तीन चीज़ें तो बंदे के पास मस्ट हो गई. USB, एक ये चीज़ और एक वो जो है एक्सटर्नल लाजमी हो.
Hello. Hello. My mic is on, so yep, it's working. When we include an external dependency, cargo fetches the latest version of everything the dependency needs from history, which is a copy from grades.io. This site, let's just search rand. Oh yeah, 0.8 last updated about 2 months ago. Random, modify type just random. Paper source for randomness updated over a year ago. So I can like so we can use these packages. What about like a package for let's just say in AES? What if I write AES encryption? Purest implementation of advanced encryption standard. एक है राजा मंथ. So I can like just import it and use it. Interesting. I don't like have to code AES myself because I don't know shit about it. Hmm. This will be interesting. Warning has my this gate does not ensure ciphertext or are authentic. By using a MAC to verify ciphertext integrity, which can lead to serious vulnerability if used incorrectly. Alright, to avoid this, use AED mode based on AES such as AES GCM, AES GCM SIV, Rust crypto AED. Interesting. So I can use this if I want to, like for encryption purposes. AES is known as one of the AES is basically industry level encryption. It's the basic standard nowadays. What about PGP or GPG? All right, we can just. I do have, I guess, GP. Wait a minute. Let me open terminal. GPG dash V GPG man GPG. All right. Open GPG encryption and find all. I do have it. Wait a minute, let me unmute this tab. I can't even hear the music. Okay, it's too loud. I think this much should be enough. Okay, I did try this. It's alright. Cargo knows it has already downloaded and compiled dependencies, and you haven't changed anything about them. Cargo also knows that you haven't changed anything about your code, so it doesn't recompile that either. With nothing to do, it simply exists. Now, this is a good thing, I guess, because it doesn't use you more resources. If you open the source file, make a trivial change, then save it and build again, you'll only see 2 lines of output. Ensuring reproducible builds with cargo log file. Oh, yep. I don't really know what this cargo log file is. Oh, oh. Okay, so the log file contains the here I write like, hey, I need rand 0.8.5, and it after like compiling them, it edit it in this. Because I did so like, and this automatically generated by cargo generated from manual editing. So every time I run it, the version increases or what? Because I do know that get random and guess. Okay, this guessing game is this. Get random and some other stuff are from that. When you build a project for the first time, cargo features out. Sorry, cargo has a mechanism that ensures you can rebuild the same artifact every time you or anyone else build your code. Cargo will only use the version of the dependencies you specified until you indicate otherwise. For example, say the next week the version 0.8.6 of the RAND create comes out, and that version contains an important bug fix, but it also contains a regression that will break your code. To handle this, Rust creates a cargo.log file the first time you run cargo build. So we now have this is the guessing game directory. When you build a project for the first time, cargo figures out all the version of the dependencies that fits in the criteria, then writes them to cargo.log file. When you build your project in the future, cargo will see that cargo.log file exists and will use the version specified in there rather than doing all the work to figuring out versions again. This lets you have a reproducible build automatically. In other words, your project will remain 0.8.5 until you explicitly upgrade thanks to cargo.log file. Because the cargo.log file is important for reproducible builds, it's often checked into source control with the rest of the code with your project. Obviously, it would need, if it's this important to like for to reproduce the results, it would obviously be shipped with your code within the version control system. Updating a crate to a new version. When you do want to upgrade a crate, cargo provides command update, which will ignore the cargo.log file and figure out the all the iteration that fix your specific specification in cargo.toml. Cargo will then write those versions to the cargo.log file. In this case, cargo will only look for the version greater than 0.8.5, less than 0.9.0. If the rand crate has released the two new versions 0.86 and 0.90, you should see the following if you can. If you ran cargo update, I'm not running it. Cargo ignores the 0.9.0 release. At this point, you would also notice change in your cargo.log file, noting that the version of the RAND crate you now use is 0.6. To use RAND version 0.9.0 any version of series, you need to have to update the cargo.toml file to look like this instead. The next time in cargo will update the registry of crates available and re-evaluate your RAND requirements according to the new version you have specified. There's a lot more to say about cargo and its ecosystem, which we'll discuss in chapter 14, but for now that's all you need to know. Cargo makes it very easy to reuse libraries, so the stations are able to write smaller projects that are assembled from a number of packages. So, oh, come on, I have to do the shit. We are about 50% or more than a bit more than 50%, around 50%, and let's just say Let's start using rand to generate a number to guess. Where was I? Start using rand to generate a number to guess. The next step is to update. Alright, now we have to add the rand range, which I obviously fucking did before. Mm, and then guess the number, bro. Okay, we have to define secret number, but what is thread range? I can understand like, hey, generate range from this one. First, we would like to address the range trait defined method that random number generators implement, and this trait must be in scope for us to use methods. Chapter 10 will cover traits in detail. The fuck is trait? Okay, so the RNG or range is a trait that defines methods that random number generators implement. And this trait must be in scope for us to use those methods. Chapter 10 will cover traits in detail. Next, we are adding two lines in the middle. The first we call rand thread range function that give us a particular random number generator we are going to use, one that is local to the current thread of execution and is seeded by the operating system. Then we call the genRange method on the random number generator. This method defines by the range thread we brought into scope with the use rand range statement. The gen range method takes the range expression as argument and generates a random number in the range. The kind of range expression we are using here start here takes from start equals end. Now the equivalent part I couldn't understand, and is inclusive on the lower and upper bound, so we need to specify 1 till 100 to request 1 and 100. So the equal, if I just type 1 double dot 100, it will be 1 till 100, all of them. But if we said, hey, 1 continue and equal to would be like, hey, the ending part is 100. To request a number between 1 and 100, no, you won't just know which trait to use and which method and function to call from a create. You won't what the fuck you said, you won't just know which trait to use and which method and function to call from a crate. So each crate has a documentation with the instruction from using it. Another neat feature of cargo is that running cargo doc open command will build a documentation provided by all your dependencies locally and it open it in your browser. If you're interested in other functionality in an The second line prints the secret number. This is useful while we are developing a program to be able to test it, but we'll delete it from the final version. It's not much of a game if the program prints the answer as soon as it starts. Okay. Let me test the cargo dock thing. I'm interested in that cargo dock. Cargo dock slash open. Panam panam. It's creating a document. Okay, so it's created one for the. And say then target dog all right. So now it's created dog. What it's using? That is interesting. All the like dependencies you're using, it creates a documentation specified just for it. Interesting. Wait a minute, let me copy paste it because no way I'm remembering it. Secret number we've called rand this. From this rand crate we've called thread range in the current thread of execution we have called this, and there we've called the generation range. Okay. It just told me that it was it. Okay. That is pretty dumb. If I say so myself. I mean, it's for development. You should get different random numbers and they should be between 1 and 100. Great job. We are about now, I think 60% or 70% done. We now all we have to do is compare the secret number and then give it like too small, too high, you win, and then win break the condition. We can implement a live system that like you can only guess it x amount of times. After that you lose bish. We will implement it. If it doesn't do, give me a break. So where was I? Comparing the guess to the secret number. Now we have user input and random number. We can compare them. The step is shown listing below. This code won't compile. Okay, from standard we have got compare CMP. I guess that's compare, but what the fuck is this? Zero? Yeah, it's O or zero. I think it's O, ordering. Alright, we have to introduce it and then match it. How to match it? I could use like if else statement, but like I can actually use while here. Using while would be a much better option, but it will keep running until you get it, I guess. Instead of matching, can't I use like while? Ah, what is this? Well, there's a lot to like uh, go on. I can just use if else statement to do the same thing. So I'm thinking about what's the advantage of using the match or compare instead of using if else. I will have to see the difference to know that. And let's ask GPT what's the actual difference. Give me a second. Um, let's ask GPT now what's the difference. Difference between using if else statement to compare things and doing the following in I can just copy the entire thing. In Rust, using a match statement with compare method provides a way to handle multiple possible outcome and compare, which is somewhat different from like this. We can do this. Can be verbose if there are many conditions. Each comparison is made separately, which might lead to more complex code if there are multiple conditions to check. Okay, dealing with innominator output like ordering less, ordering it, ordering equal, it clearly expresses that where the it clearly expresses that you are handling all possible outcomes of a comparison. You explicitly handle each case with separate conditions. This might be clearer for simple comparison but can become cumbersome if there are many cases of complex conditions. Okay. The match statement is well suited for pattern matching and can handle more complex pattern at times, particularly effective with CMP result or when dealing with enumerative types. You write out the comparison logic manually. You use pattern matching to handle specific values directly, which can be more idiomatic and expressive in Rust. Can be less handleable if conditions change or if there are many cases. Okay, adding new cases, adjusting the handling of specific outcomes, which is often clearer and less error prone. It can make your code more readable and maintainable. So the condition is complex, then if might cost you performance or resources. Okay, so it's readability, so it's just for readability and complexity for the maintainers, I guess. It can potentially affect performance, but this is usually a matter of complexity rather than inherent efficiency. Each condition might be evaluated in sequence until one is true, which can be less efficient if ordered well, if not ordered, or if there are many conditions. Mass events, particularly with simple patterns or enumerator types, can be optimized to jump into a jump table or a similar efficient lookup structure, which can be faster for certain cases, for example match. It can be small ranges or specific values can be variation. Okay. All right, all right. So generally it's more for the readability and complexity of the conditions, but in some cases it can be faster or more efficient, in short more efficient than uh, if else. Interesting. So this is a there's a problem with this. CMP is straight and ordering is the, what do you call it, method we are calling. Okay, okay. I see what this is. CMP is the matter where ordering is the enum, which represents the result of the comparison. Alright, it's mentioned here. I didn't just read it. It's my bad. How do we use it? Match and guess was the our number dot compare with secret number. I will try to type it manually. Mm. Where's in percent guessing number or secret number. Did I write something? Nope, I think it's correct. Ordering there's less greater than equal to And here break. Does not work like this. How do we fucking break it, man? Alright, so we create another one basically. Sorry, my bad, my bad, my bad. Motherfucker, break isn't working. Okay, break isn't all small, it's my fault. Now what the me? Oh, sorry, I haven't passed it yet. Okay, I haven't passed it yet. I have to like pass it. Then we had 5 new lines at the bottom that use ordering type, compare method value, code, and that can be compared. Where you want to compare with, here it's comparing gas specification. Arms pattern. What even is an arms pattern? A match expression is made up of arms, and arm consists of a pattern to match against in the code that should run. If the value given to match fits the arms pattern, let's take its value given to match and looks through each arms pattern in turn. Patterns and the match construct are powerful REST features. They let you Plus a variety of situations in your code you might encounter, and they make sure you handle them well. These features will be covered in chapter 6 and chapter 8 respectively. I will have to look what's an arms pattern though. Okay, so this is an arms pattern. So pattern is just using equal to this, you know. Okay, I thought maybe it was something complex, but it's just an arm. Yep, it did already told me that. Yep, it is a string, and you don't let mutable guess string new. Rust was able to infer that guess should be a string and didn't make us write the type. The secret number, on the other hand, is a number type. A few of Rust number types can have value between 1 and 100. 32-bit number. An unsigned 32-bit number, I64 SQ number, as well as others, unless Rust defaults to a I32. This is a type of secret number unless you add the type information somewhere elsewhere that would cause us to infer a different numerical type. The reason for the error is that Rust cannot compare a string to a number type. Alright. So you have to first parse them to like compare. It's something we've done in C, even in Python. We have to like parse them to match them. Ultimately, we want to convert the string the program uses input into a number type, so we can compare numerically to the secret number. Okay, so we are changing the number. We are saying, hey, guess is unsigned 32. Trim the guess, then passes. Okay. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Let guess unsigned 32 guess dot trim par uh, online. Yep, it's shadow. I know. We did learn it in chapter 3 that rest allows shadowing. Shadowing let us reuse the guess variable rather than. So where was I? Yep, we already know from chapter 3 that shadowing a variable is like available in Rust. We bind this new variable expression guess dot trim and parsing them. The guess expression refers to original guess variable that contains the input as string. Method on a string instance will eliminate any white space at the beginning and end, which we must do to be able to compare the string to the U32, which can only contain numerical data. The user must press enter to satisfy read line and input their guess, which adds a new line character to the string. For example, if the user type 5, press enter. The results in a carriage return and a new line. Trim method and resulting in just 5. The pass methods converts the string to another type. Here we use convert string to number. We need to tell us the exact number type we want. That guess the semicolon or the colon, sorry, the colon after guess tells Rust that will annotate the variables type. Rust has a few built-in number types. The U32 seen and unsigned 32 is a good default choice for a small positive number. Alright, we have studied about it in chapter number 3 too, brother. So it will parse the string into this unsigned 32. Additionally, the U32 annotation in this example program and the comparison of secret number means the Rust will infer that secret number should be a U32 as well. So now the comparison will be two values of the same type. The parse method will work on characters that can logically be converted into numbers and so can easily cause errors. The parse method will only work on characters that can logically be converted into numbers. What? The parse method will only work on characters that can logically be converted into numbers and can easily cause errors. For example, if the string contained, there would be no way to convert that to a number because it might fail. Returns the result type. Okay, so the parse method isn't returns a result type much as the readline method does, discussed earlier in handling potential failure results. Okay, so it was like okay and error type. We'll treat this result the same way by using expect method again. If pass returns error result variant because it couldn't get a number from the string, the expect call will crash the game and print the message we give. If parse can successfully convert the string to a number, it will return the print message we give it. If parse can successfully convert the string number, it will return the OK variant of the result. Next we will return the expect will return the number that we want from the OK value. Wait a minute, my brain just got freezed for a moment. If parse can successfully convert a string to a number, it will return the OK, and expect will return the number that we want from the OK value. But if it can't, then expect will return that error. Alright, I understand. Nice. Even though the spaces we added before the, wait a minute, let me, I haven't like written it yet. Cargo build, cargo run. What the fuck does this mean? Let's see this. Control Shift C, Control Shift V. Pam, pam. Break outside of a loop. So you mean I shouldn't? Okay, I understand what I did. I've used break without using a loop, so it's like, huh? You can't actually break without using a loop, which is my fault, I won't lie. Now we can do like cargo run. Did it got hanged or what? Let me reopen the terminal. 6 too small, 30 too big, 30 you win. Okay, what I'm gonna do with this is after like completing it, I will actually do divide the code. Nothing will be in the main, like I will create modules. Matching will be done in another thing, and random number will be generated in another function. That should be something that I do on my own. As you can see, we move from the gas. Alright, sorry. Even though the spaces were added before the gas, the program should figure out that the user gets 76. Then depending a few times to verify different behavior for different kind of guess the number correctly, guess the number is that too high, is not too low. We have most of the game working now, but the user can make only one guess. Let's change that by adding a loop, man. So I can add a loop. Yep. So we gotta add loop and break on new win now. Mm, I think on select a number loop would make sense. Alright, it automatically refactor it, which is a good thing by the way. 'Cause I fucking hate refactoring it, selecting all and pressing the tab or and here now I can break it on win. This should fix it. Let's just say 4 4 3 5. What was the actual number? 39 40 39. You win. Yeah, we fucking did it. As you can see, we moved everything from the guess input prompt onward into a loop. Be sure to indent the lines inside the loop and other for spaces such as run the program. The program will now ask another guess forever. There is a could always interrupt the program by pressing, but there's another way to escape this environment in parts. Discussing and comparing uh, the guess to the secret number. If the user enter no number answer, the program will crash. We can take advantage of that to allow user to. Okay, I can now see how the user can. Hey, it panicked. Yeah. I've only done this part. Now all we have to do is error handling. Okay. So num is a number. It means it considers num a number. All right. And error condition. By the way, this means anything, I guess. And so we can do this thing. Uh, where are we parsing it? Okay, here's the number. I think we have to remove. Okay, we have to remove the expect because I think we have to remove it. And the reason for it is we are gonna add error anyway. I can do this. Please enter a number. What do you mean a news, man? Come, man. What if I remove this? Okay, so this was the thing causing the trouble. So here it will. Why the fuck is it giving me some errors and shit? I don't even know at this point what the fuck am I doing wrong. Come on, it's still giving me some dumb error. Uh, I fucking can't understand why is the error here, man. The problem is it's the fucking same thing, yet I'm getting errors for some reason, huh? Uh, uh, uh. Ah, look, I can't figure out the hours. I'm gonna ask GPT what's the issue. I'll be honest. Why is it giving error at parsing part like in the where the fuck did I use something? Is it talking about this shit? Yeah, guess what, idiot? I did the same thing. The problem is I am already using this thing. Brother, I'm already using it. Main change this. Am I an idiot? From oh oh, I see what I did now. I am an idiot. I fucking missed this part match. I'm really sorry. I am an idiot. Now it should work. Okay. Finally fixed this. It was actually my own mistake if I'm not wrong. Expect call to a match expression. To move from crash error to handling error, remember that pass returns a result type and result is a that has variance. Okay, and we use the batch expression here as we did with the ordering in pass. If parse is able to successfully turn the string into a number, it will return OK. The value contains the result number. That OK value will match the first arm's pattern, and the match expression will just return the number value that parse in produce and put inside the OK value. That number will end up right where we want the new guess variable will be. Wait a minute, let me just reread it. My mind just freezed again. If parts is able to successfully turn the string into a number, it will return OK that contains the resultant number. The OK will match the first term's pattern and the match expression will just return the number value that parse produce and put aside OK will number will end up right where we want. Okay, if you're not able to test suitable source of error value that contains more information about the error value does not match the OK number pattern in the first match, but it does match the error pattern. And the underscore is a catch all value. In the example, we're saying we want to match all error values no matter what information they have inside them. So the program will execute the second arms code continue, which tells the program to select ask for another guess so affected the program ignores all the error pass might encounter. Okay, we will finish program. We call the program is still printing a number that way. Testing method runs again. Let the print line up. All we have to do is remove this, I guess. We can do Control X and we are done. 678 too big. 1 too small. 50 too big. 45 40 30 20 10 5. So it's between 5 and what is great. It's either 6 or 7. Yo, I guessed it. $50. Alright. 20 is too big still. Don't tell me it's 7 again. 9, 10, 15. Alright, it's between 15 and 10, 13. So it's 14. Here, commit. Now what we can do is what I actually want to do is to improve the readability a bit. And how do we do that? By creating new functions. You can How should we divide this code? We can like shift the matching part. Wait a minute, let me write it down. Uh, we can make a function number for uh, random underscore random number, and in there all right, what is this? And we can do secret number is equal to call the random number. Now I may sound like I'm being a maniac, which I am, to be honest. Hmm. We can actually take this part somewhere else, like in another function, and call it user interface, and get this matching one. You know what, let's do this. Let's say it is let's call it fn user input, and in the last we have guess. We can paste it here. Okay, we can do this. Okay, I understand what the city error is, because here it will now we can actually remove this bar to clear it up a bit. As for the matching, we can take it to like another one. Or should we just leave it here? Actually, you know what, let's just do function. Should I call it matching? Match. uh, I was just doing this much, right? How about this? This break is the issue. So it's just trying to say I can't break it. Hmm. Hmm. We can actually message match guest.cmp. We can do this, but it serves no purpose then. This part actually, you know what? It's better, I guess, this way, and we can get rid of it. I think the code is like a bit better. We can like try doing cargo run. Let's just say 3, too small. Give you please enter number 99, too big 50, too small 70, too small 80, 90, 90 is too small 95, 93. All right, it works. I should mention the range here. So yep, I think that's it. I have essentially made it. Let's just say you. Please enter number 4. Too small. 50. Too big. 20. Too small. 35. Let's just say 40. 46. 44. Yummy. Um, we can do. Shouldn't I just remove the dogs? cargo docks dash open. I think that is all. We can do git add now. I don't think that the target actually gets added, but git commit -m module. Let's just say divided the code function modules. I'm hoping it is, if I'm not wrong, that is what it's called. Let's ask GPD what it's called. So I divided the code like this function. So is this the correct message? Like it's called module, right? Or am I forgetting something? Modules. Why I like the word modules is a bit of, and the fn may mean function here or something else. Wait a minute, let me do this. Now let match the use of external credits in the new chapter. Learn about this concept knowledge will recover the concept of such a variable data and function show how to use them in Rust. Alright, we've already looked into chapter 4 explains ownership, a feature that makes different from language. Chapter 5 discusses structures, structs and method syntax, and chapter 5 discusses structures, alright, and method syntax, and chapter 6 explain how enum works. Okay, so I think I should push it to GitHub if I am signing to GitHub. I don't think I'm signing to GitHub here, so I may have to open up another browser for it. Yeah. So tomorrow I'll do this. Wait a minute, let me show you. Tomorrow I have to like do this, and I'll add some other programs to manually write it. Yeah, for now let's push it to like GitHub. Sorry, not the YouTube, but GitHub. com slash okay. So wait, let me fix the mic. Should be better now. Right, let's Create a new repository. Yeah. Um, Guessing. What do you call it? Guessing game. Game Rust. Um, just the guessing game in Rust. Um, and reading chapter 2 of the stocks, which literally um, as for readme file, do I need it? Nope, I don't think I even need it. The only difference is refactoring the code or creating modules, I guess. Create a repository. Brother, I'm not pushing to main. I don't like the word main. I love your master. Alright, alright. Right, so it should be there now. Um, should I add a readme file? Wait, let's just add a readme file. Readme not md remain it is should be read me not md. Guessing game in rest. Um, do I even need to give that? Fucking no. I simplest. I hope you find this program helpful and educational. Well, half of it. No, I don't. I mean, I just you can define this as what do you mean? Uh, I created on reading chapter 2 of it is literally only thing I did different is affected the good. Like just in the modules that uh, I'm still learning this. What? Okay, or what's the live stream replay? Creating it at. I don't think it exists on YouTube or Twitch, so I'm just gonna leave my YouTube here. Let's copy the YouTube link actually, because it won't like stay on there on Twitch. So I think just giving this should be enough. Wait a minute, why do I still have to toilet? I do custom artwork for Steam and Rent too. If you don't want to check it, just drop your Discord or any. So, I don't really need artwork for this stream. Wait a minute, let me close it. I don't really need custom artwork. Like I can create them myself, but I'm just too lazy to do anything. And the streaming is just me doing things. So it's not that serious. I don't really like care if someone watches it or not. It's just there for me to like remember I did something. All right, you're gone now, I guess. Sorry if I sounded rude, but well, you're gone. Or maybe it's just me that's gone. Yeah. I can like check your, what do you call it? I can check your designs maybe. Wait a minute, let me leave it here. What was my Discord? Wait a minute. It's the same here. So I don't think you're in the stream anymore, but if you are, you can share your work with me. I don't mind looking at it. Wait a minute. What I was saying is you can share it with me. I don't mind looking at it, but it's hard to say if I'll be the one giving the commission. It's pretty hard to say. Let me set up this mic stand. Alright, this dumb mic stand. So where was I? I forgot. All right, here. Um, I think this is enough. And let's see the preview. This is a simple game written in Rust. The program generates an number 200 and asks the user to guess the number. The user has unlimited number of attempts to guess the game number per feedback to the user. If the guess is too high or too low, the game will end when the user guesses the correct number. I wrote this program to learn Rust and practice writing simple programs. Only in the book, the Rust programming language. docs.rustlang.book. Chapter 2 of did I accidentally clicked it. Hold on, mate. Anyways, chapter 2 of it is literally this game. The only thing I did different is refactored the code just divided into module. That's it. And okay, wait a minute. Let me get in back into its code. Let's make convert it into points. So leave it like that. I just want to make it readable, but I guess it's gonna be hard to make this para more readable. Interesting. I can change it into there, so it will be better to read. Like this should be better now. Wait. I have an idea. Okay, I forgot to give in the gap. Yeah. So if you have any solution, nope. Brother, why you? Wait a second. No. Feel free to contact me, I guess. I think that's enough. And let's call it some thoughts. Of it is literally this game. I think this is enough. I should just push this too. For it. Need me, I guess. Git push origin. All right. Let's refresh it and check it. Hmm. This should lead to this stream. Obviously, I may unlist it in the future, so the link should still work. I'm not, I'm not playing the Rust game, man. How should I tell YouTube that I'm not playing a fucking game here? It is a fucking programming language, man. Anyways, I think there should be enough for today. I might have time to stream for a bit more, but um uh, so wait a minute, let me test on Waka time. If Z has been added or not. Just refresh it, man. Don't tell me that it's still not been. You fucking bastard. Let me check the Z itself. I already had it open, I forgot, and there should be an extension. Yep, so I was saying there should be an extension. How do I open it? I think in welcome, explore extension. There is a worker time extension, though I don't really know. This isn't the official support, I think. So it's one thing. Unknown project. Well, I was gonna like create my own, but I don't think I need to. There is this one, but I'd rather wait for the official one because My stats already messed up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But we can look at the source here. Alright, this library here. Architecture. Anyways, I should end right now. I'm already tired and come on, man. There's no like pet thing in here. Alright. What the fuck is this? A port of vehicle, one dark provision took nah. Log. Syntax highlighting for log files and Zig. Zig support. I think that's enough for today, I guess. And I should get rid of this Discord tag, I guess. Where the fuck is this? Oh, I've been live for fucking 3 hours. I didn't even realize that. I should like go now. But for some reason, I just don't want to end now. By the way, for my future self, I wanna remind myself of something. Yeah, man. Read summary B. I shouldn't write that word I was going to. So I will be ending now. I think that is enough for today. Wait a minute. Let me like put the source code in like comments. What was it? github.com/orkanhu/ and then guessing dash game dash rust. Let me like put it in my comment. So I'm tired now. Anyways, I think I've updated it, so I should be going now to my future self. Good luck and good luck with fucking rest, man. Rest, I mean, not the rest. And bye.